Hey YouTube, what's up? First off, if I cough during this video, I apologize. I got a bit of a cold. Thank God it's not a bad one. Uh, this video is long overdue, maybe? I don't know. What I want to kind of talk about is what is my YouTube page? Because honestly, I know if you've ever stumbled across any of my videos, you're probably like, I don't get it. What's the point? And truth is, I've been asking that same question lately. What's the point? When I started it, it was not my intention to be big, huge YouTube star, which clearly hasn't happened, and that's fine. And any of that, but I did enjoy making the videos anyways. So it wasn't, for me, it was just to entertain myself. I enjoyed making the videos, regardless of what type of videos they were, whether it was where I ranted about stuff going on in the WWE, whether it was just video game videos, some of which I did have my voice and or picture on, some of which I didn't, right? I just liked putting the videos up and putting them out there, and it is what it is. With that said, I don't think I have the face or the voice for stardom, and that's whatever. But I am thinking about trying to do something more, and I do want to keep doing more because I enjoy doing this. The truth of the matter is, and you may have heard me say this before in some form or fashion, I don't have proper equipment to do quality stuff. I actually use several different things at different times, and believe it or not, a lot of it's based on what's currently going on in the house, what's easiest to use at the time, and so forth. I don't even have a decent computer at the moment. I'd like to change that in the future so that I can make better videos. And again, not necessarily to become a star or anything like that, because that's not really the intention. More so just because I enjoy doing it, and I'd like to get better at it, and I'd like to make better videos. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, well, who cares? Like I said, it's mostly for me. But one of the things I am thinking about doing, which I think I can do regardless of my current setup situation, is videos more about me. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to delve too much into like who I am or anything like that. Like, it's hard to explain. How's the best way to explain this? Like, I'm not going to tell you every detail about every conversation I have with my wife. I'm not going to tell you, not even going to tell you my wife's name. I'm not going to tell you my last name. If you already know it, great. Keep it to yourself. If you don't, you're not going to find out. Again, like, it's just, I have stuff going on in my life that I kind of want to share. So one thing in particular, which I won't get into this exact moment, but one thing in particular is a health issue that I now have, and I was not intending to share it publicly on Facebook, but my mom did. Thanks, Mom. But she didn't. To be fair, she only shared it to a group which only has members of my extended family, like my mom's family, in it. So the only people who actually found out were cousins, uncles, aunts, and so forth. And that's fine. I have no problem with them knowing, anyways. I didn't want to make a big and I didn't want to make a big fuss about it on Facebook publicly, because I didn't know how I felt about it, and in many ways I still don't know how I feel about it. Um, but the truth of the matter is, a lot of people who probably notice my posts on a more regular basis probably already know what's going on, because I had kind of hinted at the problem already prior to the diagnosis and so forth. And some people kind of figured it out. Other people I did actually tell in person, um, and that's fine. And don't get me wrong, it's not a serious health issue. I'm not dying, um, but uh, as I kind of come to grips and terms with it myself, and how to deal with it. And don't get me wrong, some people who know what it is are probably laughing at me right now. I'm going, big deal, because again, it's not a serious health condition. It's just a health condition. Um, I kind of want to, but I feel the need to kind of share how I feel about it, and how I felt about it, and how I'm feeling about it now, and so on, and as it progresses. Um, and this video would make so much more sense right now if I just told you what it was. But I'm saving that, actually, believe it or not, for another video. Um, this video is more just a State of the Union type idea. So, um, if you have been paying attention to the videos that are getting posted lately, you know I'm doing like the computerized simulation tournament for the WWE game, 2K18. There's like the 4 tournaments. We're currently got 2 on the go, the men's singles and tag. I've actually completely simmed the first round for both of those. And I've actually simmed the first and second, I think, match of the second rounds, as well as the first match in the first round of the women's singles. And those videos are already actually posted and scheduled to be released daily as planned. So that takes us currently up to June 6th. Obviously, I still got to get the rest of them simulated. The other thing you'll notice, and those are posted every day at 8 o'clock Eastern. At 12 noon Eastern every other day, there's just a random video game video for the most part. May not, don't get me wrong, it's not, most of the videos are video game videos. I have videos for that uploaded and ready to schedule up until April 25th. And again, it's an every other day. Why is it every other day? So that when I make videos like this video that I feel I should put out right away, or something, whatever, if I feel that I want to share it instantly, I can. I did, like, prior to this, I actually played Mass Effect for about half an hour, Andromeda on PS4. I actually was streaming it live on YouTube, but if you missed it, it is the video that will go up on April 25th at 12 noon Eastern. And it was just the one thing I did. I'm not very far in the game on the PS4. Like, I beat the game on Xbox One, like, almost a year ago. Well, not quite a year ago, because the game only came out a year ago yesterday. But, and that's a whole nother rant, by the way. Sorry, excuse me, I gotta take a drink here, because my throat's starting to... Where was I? Yeah, so, anyways, that's what's going on. And it's so that I can post videos like this if I feel the need to share something instantly. And with that said, the new set of videos that I'll probably be doing, right, because I've got like the different names of this series of videos, the playlists, whatever you want to call them. So the new playlist, which will be posted literally as soon as possible, no scheduling, it will go up and it's out there. That one is going to be basically videos like this, where I'm just talking to you. Most of it will have to do with just what's going on in general, how I'm feeling health wise, stuff like that, so that you can feel more connected to me, rather than just going, "Oh, who's this fat piece of garbage that's whatever." Um, so that's what's coming up, and that's going to start pretty much with this video. This will theoretically be the first video. Um, the other thing I wanted to mention, and this goes back to whatever, because again, the other thing that's been with this whole thing is like, again, I've been doing these for fun, but I'm wondering what's the point, right? So I've actually been watching a lot of other people, podcasters, streamers, etc. lately. And it got me thinking, it's like, there's the potential for a lot of things that can go wrong as a podcaster and a streamer. So, of course, I looked on YouTube, and there's plenty of videos that prove my point to that. And the one thing I don't understand, as I was watching some of these videos, and I posted about this earlier today on Twitter, so if you follow me on Twitter, you might have already seen me kind of talk about this. So a lot of these podcasters, streamers, whatever, YouTube people, when they stream live, which is fine, if you want to stream live, stream live. I'm not saying I'll never stream live. I might stream live too. But they stream live. They've got a donation thing, and that's fine. Again, a lot of people have donation things. That's fine too. So they're doing whatever they're doing, whether it's playing a game or they're out in public. And the ones that are out in public, that's the ones more than I'm thinking about. Whatever software they're using, because again, I don't know enough about this. Whatever software they're using is reading the comments that the people have left when they donate. So like they donate money, and it says, "Oh, leave a comment with your donation." So they do. And they're writing the stupidest stuff that gets read out loud in public. Like, "Oh, this guy's a serial killer," or whatever, "watch out, stop looking at her butt," or whatever, the things. I don't get me wrong, from a viewer's perspective, yeah, it's funny. But I can't imagine being out in public like that, and then having to try and explain yourself to the people around you who are like, whoa, what? What did you just say? And some people are coming through with like racist stuff and so forth, and like in my opinion, there's no place for that. There is so much hate in this world right now. We don't need added fuel of racism, even as a joke. Like, I don't think it has a point. But I digress. I don't understand why, because the funny thing is when I was watching a lot of these videos of these fails, as they are, a lot of them were the same guy. And it's like, I'm sorry, is that what your channel has become? You want people to say stupid stuff like that so you can watch, so like you can have to like maybe possibly fight for your life? Doesn't make sense to me. The other thing that didn't make sense to me was the people that, when they, in their comments for the donations, would be like, "Oh, go punch that random guy behind you." And the person goes and does it. Because what, he gave you $5? I'm sorry, that's worth going to jail for? That's worth embarrassing yourself for? Because, yeah, it's not necessarily something that would go to jail, but it's embarrassing stuff, too. Oh, pour that beer over your friend's head. Like... And then, of course, you get, like, the young girls that are streaming and so forth. And don't get me wrong, I know exactly why they're streaming, because they don't have to actually do anything, a lot of them, and a lot of them don't. Like, no disrespect to any female streamers out there that actually do have context in their shows. If you have context and you're, like, you're a gamer and you're playing games, or you're doing, some sort of podcast where you're talking about, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you got a context, that's fine. But some of them literally just sit there and stare at the screen like this and just wait for comments and donations. And it's like, and like, again, I don't understand the donations thing either. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. How else do you make money doing this as a living? And I mean, I could tell you go out and get a real job. I have a real job. I'm full time. I work full time. Um, and that wouldn't stop just because of this. Um, Even if this did become a more regular thing, would I take donations to support this end of it to maybe do it better? Maybe. But I wouldn't want people to be donating to me for the wrong reasons. And that's what I saw. Is I saw a lot of people donating for the wrong reasons. They were donating because they wanted to put that embarrassing thing that would get read out loud, or they were donating because it's like, why are you giving away your hard-earned money? Because you have a job too, most likely. Why are you giving away your hard-earned money for a joke? Now, if you like the podcaster and you want to legitimately give them money, so be it. That I can understand. You like their shows, case in point, one of the channels on YouTube I follow is Cultaholic. Those guys are hilarious, I think, and they do stuff to embarrass themselves. But that's part of their show, and they don't do it non-stop every time somebody gives them money. And they have a Patreon page, and people donate to it, and that's fine. If I had more money, if I was better off financially, I'd probably donate to them too, because I like their show. I'd like them to keep doing it. But that's all I expect from my donation. If I make a donation, I only expect them to keep doing what they're doing. I'm not going to sit there and make a donation and say, okay, now I want you to go do this. And, like, within reason, like, again, like, it's one thing, again, because, again, using Cultaholic as an example, they do prediction shows, and the loser has to do something embarrassing. And they do let their Patreons decide what that embarrassing thing is. That's fine. But it's like a group vote for one embarrassing thing after each event. It's not, oh, you donated $5. Okay, now I got to do what you said. No, you donated $5. Now I got to do what you said. No. And I'm watching these videos, and it's like, oh, for every donation, I'll pie myself. And they're sitting there with a pie pan and filling it up with whipped cream and every time somebody donates. Really? Really? I don't get it. Don't get me wrong, everybody needs a gimmick, I guess, but I'm a wrestling fan, so I get it. Gimmicks are gimmicks, but I don't know. So I don't know that I will ever start a donation page of any kind, whether it's Patreon or whatever else. But if I do, I'm telling you right now, don't donate it to it unless you want to actually help me out making better videos, because otherwise I don't want your money. Because I'm not going to do something stupid just because you gave me some money. Period. And if I do one of those ones like those other guys do, I'm not going to have it reading comments out loud. Heck, I probably won't even have it get displayed on the page, even if it is a live stream. That will probably all be private. I may thank you by name, but that's about as far as it's going to get. I may publicly thank you for donations individually and so forth, but I'm not gonna do something. Oh, shave your head. No. I mean, I'll have to eventually anyways. As you can see, I'm going to thinning on the top there, but no. So yeah, So that's where that's where I'm kind of feeling right now as it relates to this whole YouTube video universe. I don't think I'm gonna do videos that are humiliating, embarrassing, etc., and so forth like that. Um, and I get it. It's probably not going to be that popular with people. And again, at the end of the day, I don't care. Um, this is for me. This is what entertains me. It's something to do when I'm bored. Um, it might grow to something more one day, and that's fine if it does. But right now, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, I think. I don't think any of these videos, I don't have a name even for what I'm gonna call this playlist or whatever. Um, I was thinking maybe instead of Glen's World, just Glen's Life. That's it. Um, because they're not really short like the quick clips, so um, but I don't think they're ever gonna be longer than half an hour either. Um, so I'm gonna finish this video and I'm gonna post it pretty much right away. Um, so it's 10:30 p.m. on Thursday, March 22nd right now, just for the record. Um, I'm gonna finish this video. I'm gonna post it almost right away, and then the reason why I didn't really talk about the health stuff was because there's stuff I kind of want to show as well in that video, and it requires it being a little bit closer to uh, bedtime. So, with that said, I'm out for now. Thanks for listening, and again, I don't know how often these videos will go up. I'm gonna do them when I feel like doing them. Um, so, if you do like what I do, though, please by all means keep watching and like the videos and so forth. If you know somebody who might like it, by all means share it with them as well. So I'm not telling you not to subscribe, share, or whatever, just because I don't care. But because if you do, I'd love to hear that you care. But otherwise, that's that. All right. Thanks, guys.